Right, Rob. Do you feel the need for speed talking about Top Gun Maverick?
Yeah. Shall I sum up the plot for this for
yes.
you? Tom Cruise flies a plane for the Top Gun people again.
No, it's Star Wars Episode 4 on the ground. We've got to fly down a trench and chuck a bomb down a really small port.
They must have realised that when they were making it. Surely they haven't waited for people to point that out. Them just flying down that trench. Just that scene when they're like, I was waiting for someone to say about, it's too small, won't be able to do it, and say, I used to blast wombats when I was back home. Yeah, that's a bit weird.
So basically, Tom Cruise has come out of retirement to train a load of young pilots who are
an impossible mission. Task. The only one that could do it is Tom Cruise. So Tom Cruise is the only one that could possibly train them.
So let me tell you something straight away. The very first scene is of Tom Cruise. I think this is the first scene. In his little personal aircraft hangar, and he walks over and then he does that leg sweep over the top of his chair and sits on his chair backwards, and I just thought, what a complete arsehole. I thought, already, I don't like him.
And he does that big shit-eating grin with his dyed hair, and you're just thinking, I hate Tom Cruise, but I can't hate Tom Cruise because these films are so enjoyable. Damn you, Tom Cruise, for making good films I enjoy.
The hype for this was through the roof, and I saw it just before Christmas.
It's not a bad film, though. It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's brilliant. It's a really good film.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. Yeah, I think you liked it more than me then.
Yeah, I had good fun.
I don't like the old one. I think the old one's trash. I think it's, for me, the old one's like something like Cocktail or something. I just like throwaway pop songs of films that just are dumb, and I don't watch them. I thought what was interesting with the second one is it does all its Top Gun bingo in the first 10 minutes, and I just thought, oh my God, is the whole film going to be like this? Because they've got the tune out the way, they've got the people on the air hanger in slow motion, jets flying off, and those guys sort of high-fiving each other and stuff like that. Yeah, him with his jacket, him with his aviator shades, him on his motorbike, him sitting on a chair backwards, him being cocky, people in the bar singing karaoke. I just thought, oh my God, it's just getting all of these things. But then it kind of got under my skin a bit, and I found myself quite hooked, and I was gripped by the end when they actually got to the mission.
You mean fighting an enemy of unspecified of origin?
Yeah, it was exciting. There's loads of stuff you can take the mickey out of it. But you can't deny it as a piece of entertainment. It's a blast. It's good fun.
It's really good fun. I enjoyed it way more than I thought. Apparently, there's lots and lots and lots of actual physical effects in it. And apparently there's I think I've mentioned it on the podcast so many times before, but my wife's there with IMDb throwing factoids at me, which I absolutely love.
I think most of the time, if you're seeing their face inside a cockpit and they're flying in the sky, that's them in a plane flying in the sky.
Apparently they're puking up, weren't they, all the time?
Obviously enemies shooting at them and stuff like that in the background is obviously all added post, but yeah, majority of it's them.
I mean, there's it's weird, isn't it? So we listeners listened to our last episode where we reviewed Megan, and we were sort of clasping our hands over our eyes going, what a crappy plot twist. But even in Top Gun, it's like, oh, I've landed at this, again, unknown, not Russian base. But look, they've got the old F-14 that I used to fly back in the 80s. What a coincidence. And you're like, really?
that one that they'd mentioned earlier on in the film, I was really good at flying.
So, Rob, factoid here for you. Val Kilmer, what a terrible shame, because obviously has he died now? He's really, Val Kilmer's got.
No, he's not dead, is he?
He's got throat cancer, hasn't he?
He can't talk. That's not his. So you're going to tell me it's computer generated voice? I knew that.
Listeners, in case you don't know, because Rob's a smarty pants, the AI took all of Val Kilmer's films, fed them into the AI on ticker tape, and they did an old speak and spell. Getting the.
It's seamless. You wouldn't know though, would you? You wouldn't know he can't talk anymore.
It's fantastic. Yeah. It's really good. It's a really, really good film. It's what do you call it? A geriactioner.
Wow.
I think it's good for older people like us who remember the early one, who might have some nostalgia for it. But you're right, Tom Cruise is still annoyingly great, isn't he? He's just got that. Still got the star power.
He has. It's the wattage of his star power, isn't it? That's undeniable. No matter how annoying he is.
Rob, I may even turn over to Scientology at some point because he's so good. I mean, yes, look, it is that old trope. You're the best of the best of the best, but you are a maverick. I mean, God, but you can't be trusted.
Yeah.
But of course, when the chips are down, he's the only one that can
bending
do
the
it.
rules. Each training is like, my God, you can't do that. Oh, but I'm gonna have to take you back because I admire you at the same time, just by you keep breaking the rules.
And he even does something similar to the Luke Skywalker turning off the scanner in the trench run, doesn't he? He does something like that. He's like,
exactly that.
And I mean, right at the start, they're testing a ship going to Mach 10, aren't they? And he's like, Mach 10, but I've got to push it to Mach 11. And it's like, oh, come on. It's the
it's that kind of silliness. It's almost
Spinal
like this
Tap,
is Spinal Tap, isn't it?
It's turning up to 11. Oh, I don't know, but it's a really good film. Really enjoy it. It looks fabulous.
Makes me want to watch Hot Shots again.
Yes, I know it does, doesn't it? Really good film, Rob. Come on, Rob. How many? Let me think now. How many bare-chested volleyball matches out of 10 would you give it?
Apart from the guy with the glasses, apart from the nerdy guy with the glasses who keeps his shirt on, that's me. That was me in Top Gun Maverick.
Same.
I'm the nerdy one, not refusing to take his shirt off.
Rob, put it this way: when I was at school,
okay.
they picked Val Kilmer and his AI voice before me in the in sports. So that's what I was like.
What would I give this out of 10? I'm thinking 7.
Oh, come on. Rob, you've lost the loving feeling. Only 7.
Yeah.
It was, I loved it.
Look, all the stupid stuff in it. All the stuff in the bar. Stupid.
Yeah, it is.
She's running that little bar and like she's driving around in a Porsche. It's like, what? All those guys just need a slap, don't they? When they're all just playing who's got who's got the biggest.
Yeah,
essentially, when they're all playing pool and just ragging on each other and stuff like that. It's so corny. It's just like, look, it's all that machismo nonsense, which it doesn't even bother skewering it at all. It just seems to just almost adore it. And
it's who Marines,
everything's shot like a 1980s TV commercial, which is obviously paying lovely respect to Tony Scott's directing style, but just, oh, come on. There's some proper cheese in this.
Well, I watched it over Christmas and I was ready for
It's an enjoyable cheese sandwich, but it's still just a cheese sandwich.
I was ready for some high-level cheese on toast.
If we were famous, that would be the quote on the movie posters.
Well, for me, it might have been bland Dairy cheese triangles on toast for you, Rob, but for me, it was baked camembert with fresh Ponzi bread. I loved it. I had a great time watching this. It was really good. Hit me just right. Really liked it. 9 out of 10 for me.
What?
Yes. Anyway,